this is a day late. I was supposed to have done this Smallville review last night, but I went to see Watchmen, very late mind, and didn't come home till about 1 o'clock. So I'd already done my Watchmen review, which you'll probably see on my channel already, with a couple of other videos that me and my housemate did. So apologies. This episode for Smallville that I've reviewed tonight is for episode 11 of season 7, titled Siren. This is where we meet Black Canary for the first time, it was great seeing Black Canary for the first time. Actually, it's amazing how Smallville is actually including a lot of all the other DC characters in the series, and it really does make for what could happen come the end of season 8 or come season 9, because I think it's now been confirmed that it's going to go on for a 9th season, may even go on for a 10th season, you never know. Something big could happen with all the Justice League characters and whatnot. With this episode though, there was again lots of different elements and stories, as it were. We find out why Black Canary was working for Lex. We also find out the fact that, she was basically told lies, as Lex always does to people, to get them on his side, as it were. This episode also features the slight divide between Clark and Lana, because not long before this episode, Clark found out that Lana had been staying with the Phantom known as Bizarro, because he took Clark's place, and Lana thought it was actually Clark, and because of that they developed a much stronger bond between them than Lana and Clark ever did. So it really was about how Clark would react and how he would feel towards Lana after all that. And then I think when you look at that between Clark and Lana, it obviously tells you that we know that, obviously if you've read the comics you'll know that, and obviously watched the films, you'll know that Clark and Lana are just not meant to be together. It's that simple. It's obviously Clark and Lois who end up being together. If you've watched Smallville for the first time and you're thinking to yourself, Clark and Lana are so good together, but in actual fact they're not destined to be together regardless of what happens in Smallville. They're just not destined to be together at all. But moving away from that, as I say, we press on, and also Lois finds out that Oliver Queen has come back to town, and she obviously goes off on one with him, tells him why did you call, kind of thing. Then obviously in his apartment they get attacked by the Black Canary, which is when Lois realises that Oliver Queen is Green Arrow. So there's that, and now I've completely forgotten what it was I was actually going to say. Oh bugger. Never mind. If I remember then I will. My favourite scene throughout this entire episode was between Lex and Green Arrow. They did like an equilibrium style gunfight, as it were, or as the term is known as gun Tarker, I think it is, something like that, gun Tarker or gun Carter or something like that. But if you watched Equilibrium, if you watched towards the end of it, you'll see where Christian Bale and the other character have a massive, it's an amazing gunfight sequence between the pair of them, and it's like they're trying to shoot each other, but they're stopping each other from shooting with all their hands moving around from putting the guns out of each other's way, sort of thing. And that's what Lex and Green Arrow do as well, and that's probably my favourite scene out of it, which I like so much, which is probably why I've actually watched that episode more times than I've watched Justice, which was from season 6. So it kind of says that particular scene is really good, I think. Yeah. What else was I going to say? Yeah, I thought it was a good episode. It really was an interesting episode. It was very good. As I say, the introduction of Black Canary, she really, she's a force to reckon with, especially with her supersonic noise that she does. seeing that for the first time, and I thought to myself, obviously the noise itself wasn't high pitched, which was probably a good thing. They sort of toned it down, but they still made it sound really deadly, as it were. So that was good. What am I going to say? Next week we return. Normal service resumes, people. I am so pleased. Smallville returns back with a new episode titled Infamous. As I've already mentioned before, it stars Tori Spelling, who plays the notorious columnist, as I like to call her, the gossip queen, rather, as she likes to call herself, Linda Lake. Yes, she's back with a vengeance and is out to get Clark and oust him for who he really is. And obviously we find out that Clark decides to tell Lois who he really is, kind of thing. And because of that, well, it kind of ruins Linda Lake's plan, doesn't it? Yeah, so she decides to do the entire reverse by making out that he's actually a dangerous alien come down to like cause havoc on Earth and take over the planet, kind of thing, in sort of like General Zod sort of way. So obviously Clark has to try and make everyone think, no, that's not me, that's not who I am, which sort of poses a bit of a problem for Clark, because that's when his identity is known to everyone, and it's like, oh fuck, time for me to wear a set of glasses so that nobody knows who I really am. Good thinking, Clark, because that's what you should have done the first time round. Anyway, I'm dragging this on a bit. So as I say, I've actually enjoyed doing these reviews for past episodes, and if ever there's any more breaks in Smallville and you guys want me to do like reviews of past episodes and past series, please let me know. Just let me know, and I'll be more than happy. I don't know if I'm going to do past reviews when the season ends, actually. That might help if I do past reviews, because then I don't have to have withdrawal symptoms. I mean, that's between what? May, June, July, August, September, October. That's what, 6 months. Are you sure you guys can handle 6 months worth of like old school episode reviews? I don't. Well, maybe you can. I'm not sure. Probably. We'll see. So I'm going to end it there.